The game started back in 1972, was really the first Saskatchewan games. They were held in Moose Jaw, and we hold them every 2 years, alternating between a summer and a winter program. Every community now in Saskatchewan and some of our larger towns have had an opportunity to host. North Battleford is actually their third time to host. They hosted in 74, 84, and now. So I think they get the spirit and then they get the camaraderie that goes with it to be able to say, yeah, we can do that again. And we can unite our community as North Battleford has done a very good job with.
We were awarded the games about almost 2 years ago now. So we've assembled an amazing team of local leaders in the community on all the different aspects of the planning for the games. And it's been a great ride for 2 years, and we're celebrating winter's best now here in North Battleford.
We've got a great group of kids. We've got 2 kids from the northwest side, from Isle La Crosse. We've got several kids from La Ronge, Sucker River, and the Flin Flon area, so we kind of represent a band right across northern Saskatchewan.
Well, I started skiing ever since I could remember. Just growing up and always just being outside, doing whatever I could. My coach is Sally. She's really nice, and yeah.
The kids actually got me into racing. 2 of my 8-year-olds came up to me and said, "Why do the kids with the suits always win?" And I said, "Well, it's the suits." No, I said, "Well, they practice regularly. They're on a team." "Well, we want to do that." Okay. So that was the start of the Sucker River Ski Nordic team. And we joined with the La Ronge team.
Winters are long, land is flat, so it's perfect for cross-country skiing, and it's great that it's supported through various school programs and community programs to do both kind of recreational skiing for everybody as well as some of the more competitive racing stuff.
I've been skiing for about 3 years. I started about around the same time that I stopped playing hockey. I wanted to do a little bit more of an individualized sport, but I still wanted to have the team aspect of it. It's really fun. You get to work hard. It's nice to be out in the snow, in the trees. It's great.
Okay, sports, especially sports like cross-country skiing, is something that kids can get involved with and enjoy, whether they're real athletes or they're just there to get out and learn. It's not a hard sport to pick up. And if you're practicing regularly, you're going to gain skill and you're going to look good.
In Isle La Crosse, we have trails, and there's one trails of just a couple of hills, so we mainly just go up and down the hills, push ourselves, and just try and go. It's just like a way to get outside, something to do, and like you can do it anywhere. You don't necessarily need a trail, just a pair of skis and off you go.
I think the games came to North Battleford at a really good time. It's winter and the facilities are amazing, but it also has been a good time to really bring people together and remember that there's things at sport that are at play, and it's for the athletes. So it's given the opportunity for the community to come and rally behind sort of one event and unify.
I'm Lauren Cole. I'm from Momart, Saskatchewan, and I'm representing Southeast for Air Pistol. Lisa Borgerson is my coach. She's coaching me for Air Pistol, and she's also coaching the other kids on our division. She's also coached for the Olympics, and she knows what she's doing, like 100%. If you have a problem or any question, she'll know how to answer it, and yeah, she has a lot of different techniques that she can help you with. So. I really focus on my breathing when I'm shooting. So I take really slow breaths because when I get nervous, my breathing picks up and I need to stay calm. For the ladies, for a normal match, it's 40 shots. That's out of 400, and you get 50 minutes to do it. And then for males, it's 60 shots, and they get an hour and 15 minutes to do it. And it's out of 600. Yeah, and we also have sighting time before. So we get 15 minutes of sighting time where we can shoot as many as we want, so we can fix our sights before we start the match. So each picture is each 10-shot string. So since I shot 40 shots, it's out of 400 points. And in total, I got 339 points out of 400. So I want to continue it as more of a hobby. I might compete with it a little bit, but I'm definitely going somewhere with dance, and then I'll continue my shooting career as more of a hobby.
The program that we run here is roughly an age class of 10 to 15 years old. So these are young children that have maybe never been away from home that often and are sleeping in a village for 3 nights, supervised by a coach, and they have no access to mom or dad. So for them, I think about 10 years from now, they'll remember that and say, you know, that maybe is what turned it around to make me a better individual, but also to make me respect some of the opportunities that I've had. And I hear that all the time, you know, walking down the street and talking to people that have been to Saskatchewan, the greatest experience they've ever had. They had fun, but they also got to compete against 8 other districts of their same caliber and test their skills.
This is actually my 3rd Sask Games, and I went to Canada Games, so I've experienced it a lot, but every time I come, it's a great privilege and it's a great experience. I think it's a really good thing they got going on. We're not really known in our district for this because we're only one club. We're all from the same club. There's no other clubs coming to us. Like Regina has multiple clubs, right? They have to fight off. So we're always small, and we don't play a big part, but this year, obviously, we've done a lot. Like we got the first 2 gold medals for the team, I'm pretty sure. And like we have a big medal haul, so it's pretty important to the team this year. I think we play a big part.
Our coach for this tournament was Tristan Hofferth, and I don't know, he was really enthusiastic, and he like gave us good pointers, and like he helped us a lot. Yeah, he's a big part of our win. It was crazy yesterday with all my
Yeah, it was 6 fights.
yeah, and I had pancakes. Oh my god! It feels like a pretty big accomplishment. Yeah, because like we've been doing all the little tournaments and then something so big that like everyone in Saskatchewan is gonna watch. Yeah, and it's a team competition, so we all had to work together to get here. And it wasn't just on one person.
The girls, they're all younger, you know, like 13, 14 years. They're pretty good friends all together. Like they hang out and spend time together. We train together all the time. Christina, she's the oldest one. She's been doing the sport a bit longer than the other 2, but they travel together. They go to Winnipeg tournaments, and Edmonton they'll be going to later, and they all do quite well.
It's nice to win too. You can't win them all, but that's one of the things that I think all of us enjoy about it, hopefully.
Being around the facilities, being around the athletes, being around the coaches has been amazing. Everyone is having a great time. The politeness of the athletes, of the coaches has been outstanding. Pleases and thank yous. It's been a wonderful experience.
With Prairie Central, our skaters are in the area around Saskatoon, but Prairie Central is a large area. Our skaters usually are part of the Saskatoon Lions Speed Club, which is in the city. So they all practice together with the Saskatoon teams. I think one of the biggest benefits is for them to realize what it takes to train, some organization. There's organization within what they're doing. Just learning how to perfect their art.
Yes. So that's me. I go around. That's the first corner. That's the second corner.
2, 3,
and then on the 4th corner, they'll come deeper than these corners.
Yes. when you're close together, you're learning how to win graciously. And one of the fabulous parts about speed skating is that they're fierce competitors on the ice, but you'll notice that after the race, they're congratulating each other on the hard race that they ran against each other and their friends off the ice. So it doesn't matter if they come first or second or third or last, they congratulate themselves on a well-raced race.
With speed skating, we've recently started a club in preparation for these 2018 Winter Games. Actually, Mandy Lehman, who is the sport chair for speed skating, started a club, and it's been things like that are started because of these the games coming to North Battleford.
They've been having a lot of fun mingling with the other skaters from the different districts. They're talking to other athletes that they're bunked with and asking about their sport and what they're doing, and so they're learning a lot about some of the other sports as well. Yesterday we had a chance to go as a group to go see a hockey game, Saskatchewan versus River West, so they had a lot of fun kind of going out and looking at some of the other venues and enjoying the games.
It's the first time ever we have para sport is part of the Winter Games as well, and that'll be out at Blue Mountain.
Well, I'm with Team Lakeland and coaching the Para-Nordic sit skiers, and it's our first time to be at these games, and it's a wonderful experience for both of them. We've got Cherish Nontel, 12, and Crystal Suchuk. They've been on different courses. One's a senior and one's a junior. And they're happy to be here, and I think they're going to be quite happy to be finished the courses here. So,
my name is Cherish Heaven Nontel. I'm from Little Red River First Nations Reserve, and I'm 12 years old. This is my first Saskatchewan Winter Games, and I'm liking it so far. I have a really great team. My coach is Colette Begonia. My TA at school, he told me about this teacher that was teaching in grade 4, and he wanted me to meet her. So he took me down to her classroom, and she was asking if I like skiing, but I never tried it before, so I thought I would give it a try.
you know, Jeff Whiting had this dream to have the Para-Nordic starting at this age, and this is an awesome age to begin with, you know. So hopefully next time we'll have more athletes and you know, more people competing at these games, because it's a great experience for the kids. Yeah, they've worked hard, and it's nice to see them at these games, and we'll hopefully build the future.
It's pretty fun. It's my first one this year.
Our program is funded by the Saskatchewan Lotteries solely. We have a close partnership with Sask Lotteries that provide us with the operational costs to do the games, but also Sask Sport provides them with funding to be able to use to develop their teams at the local level and at the regional level. And with that, the North and all the other districts really benefit from the skills that they develop and the coaches that they're able to recruit, and those coaches going through a training program to be able to let them provide the best opportunity for those young athletes.
weightlifting stemmed from just training the wrestlers initially. So Caitlin Hoffman, her older brother, and we also 4 other girls and guys. In the off season, I was still in the area, they were still there, and I just started showing them a little bit of the lifts. So I gave them the best I could, and then the Parkland Valley coordinator approached me and was like, "Are you interested in trying to put together a weightlifting team?" I'm like, "I'll just turn my wrestlers into weightlifters and we'll see what happens." So.
My older brother, Kurt Hoffman, he did it a lot, and same with my dad. They're more into powerlifting and stuff. And they did it mostly to help with football and wrestling. So then my dad he introduced me to it, and then I started to, like it more and more and grow into it. So I guess my brother and my dad are a big influence on that.
Yeah, Caitlin impressed a lot of people today, including myself. She has lifted more, a little bit more in practice, but she was just a bundle of nerves today. I don't know why, she's not that nervous when she's got a wrestle opponent. Just maybe an inanimate object scares her a little bit. So we kept the weights light in the initial snatch competition just to get her more comfortable. And then she's like, let's go heavier, let's go heavier. Just the competitive edge took over. I'm like, let's do it. Her last lift at 45 kilos was pretty close to a personal best. And she made it look easy, so she rose to the occasion. So.
I think that my coach Austin, he has a big influence on that, and he's just a really good coach and really helps me with my technique and just the sport overall. This competition, I was really on edge and just nervous about the whole thing and my technique, but he taught me and told me to just be calm about it and to just, use what you learned in practices. You'll do good.
This was her first competition. This is my second time as a coach, so I'm kind of learning too, but we just wanted to get lifts on the board. I was tracking the 3rd place because they were neck and neck, and it didn't even dawn on me that she was eligible for 2nd and 1st, and it didn't dawn on her either. So I told her, look, you were 1 kilogram away from winning gold medal here, and she's like, I don't care, I'm just happy.
My goal was to just be really comfortable in this competition and to just know what I'm good at, I think that I definitely want to continue with the sport, even after high school, and same with football and wrestling. I want to be on the girls' team in Regina or Saskatoon, and wrestling I definitely want to continue with that, and just weightlifting as well.
For many of them, it's their first time at an event like this. Certainly cultural diversity and inclusion is a big part of what we try to promote. And I think by doing that, they're in an athletes' village with 800 other athletes. And what a better way to be able to be climatized and become familiar with what the rest of the province is really all about.
Special bowling is a blast. We love it. There is no better high energy atmosphere. Everybody just cheers on everybody. There's good competition, but the people who are kicking your butts, you're cheering on just as loud, so it's great. We are here with 4 people today, so they're a great bunch. They keep it super fun. They're super competitive. Couldn't ask for a better team.
Black-pin bowling is all over the province of Saskatchewan, very popular. It's an honor for all 4 of us to be representing Prairie Central here at the Saskatchewan Winter Games. Team Prairie Central!
Okay, Ryan, I want a strike. You gonna give me a strike? I want a strike. Let's see a strike. Show me how it's done. Just like back in Humboldt, show me how it's done. Right down the middle. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, I think this is my 13th year. 13, I think. I absolutely love it. It is, after a weekend like this, I am so refreshed and re-energized. You can feel the energy in this place as soon as you walk in. Everybody's just having a blast. Nothing beats it. It's one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. I just love it.
The best thing about bowling is being with other people who love the sport, having lots of fun, bowling your best, and having a positive attitude all around. Am I right, team? Yeah. That's right.
Hey girl, this one's yours. Slow yourself down. Picture yourself in Humboldt. Get it.
Myself, Jocelyn, and Sam have done the Saskatchewan Games before. For Jocelyn, this is our third Saskatchewan Winter Games, and for Sam, this is her second Saskatchewan Games. Ryan, this is his first appearance to the games. Overall, we're having lots of fun. We bowled really well today. We're also bowling in memory of our late bowling coach, Ken, who actually was the late president of the Humboldt Special Olympics, who passed away last year. So, Ken, this is from all of us. We miss you. Thank you so much for teaching all four of us how to bowl so well. We're thinking of you right now.
I've gone to 2 Saskatchewan Winter Games in my youth, Canada Games, and it was just, I look back and it's just fond memories. And I try to encourage the kids to, hey, this is going to be a lot of fun.
We have met a lot of people here. Like, we've met all the other teams. We get to hang out with them at most of the time. They'll be doing other stuff as well.
It's definitely a great experience, and it really helps people with knowing what they're capable of.
It's quite wonderful. Like, there's just so many of us, and you meet so many people. You learn so many things. There's just a lot of good memories to come home with.
The atmosphere of all the athletes here is really cool. All the talent everywhere. The Sask Games are really fun. It's a cool experience.
We'll hopefully eventually make it to Canada Games, which would be really great. And then maybe hard work and dedication get us to the Olympics.
We heard comments at the opening ceremonies about young athletes that are 10 or 11 years old, and when the flame came in and when the torch came in, it was, I didn't know we were going to do that. That's just like the Olympics. So it's pretty gratifying when they can say that and be a part of simulating something that's on television on a higher level, but this is their start.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on maxTV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sastel.com.